Hi guys, a couple of days before Christmas 2015. Rick got his legs out for you. Can't think why, it's freezing cold. But this is the last video of this year. I haven't done many this year, been too busy with other things. But what we're going to look at is some stuff off the 3-count entry. If you remember, our 3-count entry is using the female triangle. We're both going to be using the female triangle, and Rick's going to be throwing a hook punch to the head. So if he steps with his right, I step with my right. If he steps with his left, I'll step with my left. So this is a female triangle that we're using as our framework. So the 3-count entry, if Rick throws that punch, I'm going to stop the punch, use my left hand to cover it, and then hammer fist strike to the side of the head or the neck. On the opposite side, same thing, my left hand will cover, the right covers, and the left hand hits with the hammer. This is the basic 3-count entry. So we're going to do that a few times so you get the idea of the rhythm that you want to be looking for. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, the backhand strike that comes in, the covering hand, this can be a gunting, the backhand gunting, we've covered that in a previous video that we've done. It can be an over the top to capture the arm. It can come in shallow just to hit to the hand or the wrist, and it can come in deep to wipe the eye before coming in with the third strike. We go on the other side, to the gunting, to the bicep, to the radial nerve, eye wipe, or capture ready to go into a wrench. So we've covered this before. What we're going to look at is a couple of things off it. So the first one, 3-count entry is here. The first we can do is the left cross, uppercut, cross. On the opposite side, 1, 2, 3. The right cross, left uppercut, right cross. So again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's kind of 6-count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Next up. Following the hammer, we can slap to the ear. On this side, slap to the ear, so this gives you your 4-count. We've covered this before. So what do we have? Hammer and slap. Hammer and slap. We can also hammer and hammer. Hammer and hammer. So these are now all 4-count techniques. We can be from this position, we've already done the cross, which is your basic punch, the cross. We can hammer and elbow. So we cut with that elbow, hammer and elbow across the body. That's all on the upper line. So upper line, let's have a look again. 1, 2, 3. I can punch. 1, 2, 3. I can punch straight down the line. 1, 2, 3. I can slap. 1, 2, 3. I can slap. 1, 2, 3. I can hammer. 1, 2, 3. I can hammer. And 1, 2, 3. We can elbow. 1, 2, 3. We can elbow. So let's have a look at the low line. We have 2 for the low line. After the 3-count entry, I'm just going to do a running knee with my left leg straight into his upper leg. You can see he moves his leg back. It's going to start teaching him defensive manoeuvres, but also make sure he's safe with the strike to the leg. Opposite side, I capture, and I keep my upper framework strong, because I want to be able to push him backwards as I drive that knee into the leg to upset his balance. So on this side again, 1, 2, 3, drive with that knee. 1, 2, 3, and I drive with this knee. Next, 1, 2, 3, and my left leg here, my rear leg, kicks to the lower ankle of his rear leg, kicking into the ankle to break the ankle. A particularly nasty technique. Same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, and I toe punt into the lower ankle. You notice I step forward straight afterwards. 1, 2, 3, toe punt. This is good because I can now break that knee. Here, toe punt, and if I have a oblique kick, I can add that in. So that works our lower line. So quick recap of all those techniques. After the 3 count, I can punch. 3 count, I can punch. 3 count, I can slap. 3 count, I can slap. 3 count, and I can hammer. 3 count, and I can hammer. 3 count, I elbow. 3 count, and I elbow. Low line. 3 count, running knee. 3 count, running knee. And finally, 3 count, toe punt to the rear ankle. 3 count, toe punt to that rear ankle. So that's some of the entries that we use off the, or some follow-ups that we use off the basic 3 count entry. In the next video we're going to add in some other stuff to start building on that framework. Okay, building on the framework from the 3 count and 4 count entry. Here's what we're going to be looking at this time. I'm going to choose for this to use the slap as my base technique. 3 count, followed by the slap. It could be any of the other techniques, but that's one we're going to use today. So Rik feeds in, 3 count, and I slap. Now here I can waslick this head and turn it through, uppercut, hook, cross. On the other side, 1, 2, 3. From this position, as I slap, the slapping hand is going to hook his head, and I uppercut, hook, cross. On this side again, 1, 2, 3. Here's the slap, turn the head through, uppercut, hook, cross. Next up, 1, 2, 3. I slap, I turn the head, and I hammer down straight on top of the back of the neck to the occipital orbiter. So this is just a strong hammer coming all the way down. One more time. 1, 2, 3 entry. Here's a slap, turn the head, and hammer straight down in the back of that neck. Next up, 1, 2, 3. As I slap and I turn, I can use my right elbow. So I just shield elbow here and cut it through onto the side of the head. And obviously you can see here I can now build in the hit, and hit as I choose. So all this stuff is a build-up technique. Next, 3 count entry. Here's the slap. Now as I bring his head down, I'm going to use my left knee to the head, and then I can follow up with any of the hand techniques that we like. We look on the other side. 1, 2, 3. I slap. As I turn, I bring him into my right knee, push him through, and now I have my upper body follow through. Next, 3 count entry. Here's a slap. We have the knee. I can hold the head, and now I drive upwards with the other knee as I step. Again, not good for his face. 1, 2, 3. Slap, left knee, hold the head, right knee, and I just walk through. Left and take him down. Look it on this side. 1, 2, 3. Here's a slap. Use a right knee, push, hold that head, and then my left knee drives up, and I step through. Moving on. 1, 2, 3. Slap. First knee. I can work the second knee. Now instead of stepping forward on this, I step back and I finish off with the 3 count. On this side, 1, 2, 3, I slap, I bring through, a knee, knee, step back, finish off with the 3 count. Next, 1, 2, 3. Now here, after the slap, as I turn a knee, you'll see as it brings his right leg in direct line with my right leg, so I can use this kick to that lower ankle and take down. On the other side, 1, 2, 3, here's a slap, knee, push, and you can see now my left leg is in direct line with his left ankle, so I just toe cut straight into that ankle, breaking it. So there are some really basic, really simple build-up techniques that can be applied from the 3 count and into the 4 count technique. Let's recap those again. Rik's going to follow along. Here's our 3 count. We go parry, cover, and hit with that backhand. On the other side, parry, cover, and hit on that backhand. So some of you will recognise this as the basic heaven six count that you would do with your sticks, exactly the same movement. So next we have 1, 2, 3, and the first technique we're going to do from here is we're going to do the hammer. I'm going to do it in the sequence that we have it in our curriculum. So we've done the first hammer, we're going to use the left hammer into the side of the head. Coming back, opposite side, 1, 2 and 3, and we use the right hammer into the side of the head. Next, 1, 2, 3, and this time we use the slap. Slap the ear, come back, other side, 1, 2, 3, and we slap to the ear. Next, 3 count, and here we're going to punch straight down the centre. On the other side, 1, 2, 3, and we punch straight down the centre. Next, 3 count, and this time we elbow, with cutting elbow. On the opposite side, 1, 2 and 3, cutting elbow, coming back. Now we move to the low line. 1, 2, 3, we have running knee, all the way through, come back, 1, 2, 3, running knee, all the way through. And finally we have the toe pump, so 1, 2, 3, entry, left leg, just toe pumps, straight through to the ankle, and on the opposite side, 1, 2 and 3, and toe pump straight the way through. That finishes this video. Like I said, it's the end of 2015. Hope you've had a good year. Got lots that we want to cover next year. So I look forward to seeing you then. Happy Christmas to you. Happy Christmas to you.
Happy Christmas.
And he got himself engaged as well. So good luck. Thank you guys. See you in 2016.